guys, hello, we're finally doing season 2. The drop of the trailer happened, I think, at Comic-Con, and Jaden was like, are you guys gonna watch it? Or are you gonna do a reaction video? And I think Samantha and I both were like, dang, decisions, but we're doing Zoom because we can't be together in person.
Well, we're doing Zoom, and but we had to relearn some tech.
Yes.
I think you can see the stress in my face. Like, what is happening?
Guys, if you have any quick Zoom meeting shortcuts for us, as far as like being able to watch a video while you're doing a Zoom meeting, do tell in the comments below. I know a lot of us have been paying attention. There's a Facebook group interview with the vampire fan. Man, that grew really fast for that broad who did that. I follow it. I know I've been trying to avoid it. Like Samantha said, as soon as Jaden told us the trailer dropped, we were just avoiding social media, anything to do with interview with the vampire.
No spoilers.
Yeah, we're trying to be really good about that. However, I will say I heard they were filming in Prague, and I'm like excited to see what that's all about. I don't know if it'll be in this trailer, but are we ready to watch it, sis?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm fine. I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so where did we leave off?
Okay, so glad I restarted my AMC Plus.
Awakening for Louis. The whole world was ready to return.
So
to remake
after
their
the ready
lives.
to return, is that like after
But
the
it was a hunger.
New Claudia.
He's so beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we're back in the theater. This is huge in the first book, right?
We're in Paris. This is how the second part of the first book.
Everything we're about to see is real.
Louis
I like
and
kind of that
Claudia,
old-timey
welcome
vibe
to
they
our
gave it.
coven.
She not part of the show?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She became the actress.
Okay, we know what that fire is about. We remember.
Who's that handsome man on the wall?
Our co-founder, Lestat de Leon.
Okay.
Talk about a ghost from the past coming back, because we don't know. We got the last scene right of the stats, like hand coming out of the coffin. Was that it, right? At the end of this last season, was it the hand coming out of the coffin in the dump?
Yes, sis, you're right. Okay, I was actually thinking, should I watch our reaction video of episode 7 to remind me where we left off? By the way, thank you to all our subscribers, and a big thank you to the subs that decided to go over to Patreon, even if it was temporary.
We noticed, and we were so happy that you made it there for any amount of time.
Exactly. And we will never hate on you if you only go to Patreon to pay the $5 to see episode 7's reaction video and then, gracefully bow out.
That was never our intention. Honestly, we just wanted to put everything to YouTube, but we could not figure out getting past the captioning. What was it called? Copyright issues.
Yeah, we edited that video like
Jaden has put like a zillion hours into trying to get that video to work.
Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden.
I jumped in. I tried to figure out a couple things. We had a couple people give us, a few ideas. None of them have worked out. So I don't know if we were on somebody's radar. It looked like actual AMC was shutting us down. So
the shop of AMC.
Yeah, that's what it was. The shop of AMC. And so that being said, guys,
we got a strike against us.
No, we didn't. Did we?
Well, that's what. Yeah, I think we have one.
Oh, shucks, guys. Okay, so we're not going to play around with episode 7, trying to reload it and then get a potential another strike. So if you would like to see episode 7 reaction video from Frolicking Chronicles, you can find it on Patreon at the $5 price point. Now, once you get to Patreon, if you are on a desktop, it's pinned at the top, so you don't have to search for it. But if you're looking at your mobile phone, you'll just have to type in the search bar IWTV, and it should pop up because that's what we tagged it under. But yeah, going back to what you said, sis, the hand coming out of the coffin.
Yes. So this is very curious. So we decided So two things. So we are reading the Vampire Lestat. Ronnie's almost done. I kind of just begun because the regular book or volume that we had bought for last year is just too big and cumbersome for me to take everywhere that I'm trying to take this to go. Okay. Quickly, for the Mayfair Witches fans out there that wanted us to do reaction videos to that show. Look, I never read that book and I started that audio. It is 50 plus hours. And after about 1 hour, every time I turn it on, that's about all I can handle without the story just disappearing out of my mind. And I zone out, and not in the good way. So Ronnie and I discussed this. Shout out to our mom who actually finished that in a remarkable amount of time at her work, but she has a different personality than us, so I think she could just dig in and do it, in a different type of job. I don't know, but for me it's been a challenge for me to get through it. I still have 23 hours left of that book to listen.
Well, and that being said, I read the book circa 1995 when mom gave me her paperback, and I love the book so much I lent it out to an old neighbor and never got my paperback.
Oh, that's the worst. Sometimes I get a little possessive with my books like that because I know I think
that Frolicking Chronicles needs a library embosser. So if we ever we just got to keep better track of who we lend out to, because we love that. Like, we're not asking everybody to, at least for our friends and whatever. Like, if you want to read the book, totally borrow it, but return it, dude. We want it on our Frolicking Chronicles.
It's true. But what I was going to say, so we're kind of tabling the idea of having that part of our virtual book club right now, just because we're not planning to do a podcast episode on Mayfair Witches at this time. Also, the next book that we will be reading is Dorian Gray.
Oscar Wilde.
Yes, because I was watching another show and they mentioned it. I chuckled. My husband's like, why is that so funny? And I'm like, don't you know Dorian Gray? And then it was like, we need to read this book.
I love that you suggested that, because Dorian Gray is a character in my beloved Penny Dreadful series.
Yes.
Eric and Jaden definitely have their views on that. And that actor who plays Dorian was on Broadway. He might still be on Broadway, but it was for Hadestown. And that was amazing to hear him sing after seeing him as Dorian Gray.
Oh my gosh.
But here's the Paris connection, because they're in Paris in season 2. And like, I don't know if I mentioned that, but they're going to be, I heard they were filming in Prague also, which is another favorite town that I'd love to spend more time in.
I've never been, but we
need to make that trip happen.
I remember when you went. Yes, that's a paranormal travel trip going to happen.
Yes, Oscar Wilde is buried at Père Lachaise Cemetery. And so that would be awesome for us to make that Paris trip again. So guys, also on Patreon, we let people know what our travel plans are, and you have opportunity that if you can get to that area to meet up with us and have a drink or go on the same ghost tour that we schedule. We're hopeful that we will have a huge destination trip when we turn 50 in Salem. That gives you guys for a year to plan for that, and more details to come on Patreon. And just wow, thank you for being on this journey with us. And I am very curious about how they play out the theater of vampires. And
well, right now it looks spectacular, and
I can't wait for you to start that book, because there are definitely.
Well, I did start it. I'm on page 14.
Oh, sweet. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I think I have 80 pages left.
I read
it. What I want to say is that to our subs from last season who said, "You guys are only focusing on the first book." Yes, you're right. We were really only focused on the first book.
No shame. We were super hyper focused, and also on New Orleans, because we love New Orleans.
Yes.
And so now we love Paris, but I've only been one time, and that was in 2009. So it's been a very long time since I went traveling abroad. Can I just reference or ask about in the trailer? What were they referencing, the Spanish flu or the pandemic? Like the world was starting to open up again?
Oh, that's a good question. Because
that's what I was trying to ask when it was playing.
We obviously know they changed the timeline for season 1 from where it really, generated from in the book. Oh, that'll be very curious.
Because that's 1960. Yeah, because it's the Spanish flu of 1916, right? Is that? I don't know.
Yeah, but they were in the 1920s in
Right.
so
I guess I'm just curious to know what happened that the world was just opening back up.
unless they're saying after the war, World War II.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Okay.
Because
Very
you see
good.
that scene where
Yeah.
something blows up, so we're thinking it's the fire,
Right.
but maybe it's actually that they're going to start leaning into World War II.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
I guess
All right.
we're gonna have to
Excellent.
pay attention. All right, you guys. What did you think? I mean, sometimes I wish we could binge watch just everything all at one time, but gosh, I don't know, sis. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
I think it'll be fun.
All right, comment below. Are you ready for it? Do you have some insight that we don't know of yet? I will say I learned a lot reading Lestat. I will say I learned a lot. All right.